good race. The ranking would be blueberry was good. Probably called the green desert plant was probably also good. So this is Waldberry, not from Red Bull Waldberry was best. So this is slightly worse than even the replica, and this is maybe the worst of this. Yeah. Cherry is the best, obviously. I just fix.
Wieso steuerbesteuert? Kennst du schon den neuesten Hack?
Ja, hier, mit einem halbierten Spann kriegst du die Fenster überall sauber.
Toll, aber ich habe was Besseres. Mit einer Putzkraft kannst du...
This is a casual.
I do know what that means. It is one of the years we've decided to do this.
This is very good.
Arbitrary.
You've been in one, you've been under one, you've been on one, you've jumped on one, you've dived through one, you've been between some, but you've never caught one. It's true, I've never caught one. It's not, not very throwable. A 6-foot balloon full of water weighs about a ton. Very hard to toss. You can roll them down a hill. Yeah, gravity will do the hard work. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot of hills right next to a hose.
They are often similar
Yeah,
to
that's
each
true.
other.
So
but,
instead, I decided to build the hill. Okay, I've seen worse workmanship in a natural deck.
Well, when it's concerning my life, I feel like I'm going to over-engineer it slightly.
Yeah, you don't want it to cave somewhere in the middle and have you and the balloon sink through a small hole.
I love how I said that before we've even tested it, and that may happen.
Oh yeah, I think it's brilliant. Cheers, me. It's unfortunate because the temperature's dropped by like 15 degrees over the last few days, which would have been nice on the day to film this. But instead, when there was the heat wave, you were building this and I was editing in a room without air conditioning.
Yeah, so you were sweating and I was sweating.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to be freezing.
Yeah.
The zip ties are great, but if you nick the balloon, it's game over.
Game
When
over.
you cut them off.
Although we did take one once successfully.
Did we?
Yeah.
Kind of successfully. I would say it wasn't a complete success.
Well, I don't think anything we do is a complete success.
That's a fair point, yeah, you make that.
I think you did well there.
The camping.
It's been raining for about a week, so this water's not the most absorbent at the moment.
Yeah, no,
I mean, this field.
The field is just, the water's just sitting on top. I'd give that one 8 out of 10.
Bloody, that was the best one yet.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go give it a little watch.
Alright.
That is a weird perspective.
Doilies from my old car.
Yeah, and your mum's doily. Just want to feel it get light. So let's start rolling on this just in case. Oh, that is getting light. Oh, I think I can pull that now. Oh, I think it's coming. I think I'm bloody doing it as well. Complete separation.
You're like Anakin in the Phantom Menace, and he's like, it's working! I'm going to do like a camping.
It's been raining for about a week, so this water's not the most absorbent at the moment.
Yeah, no,
this field.
The field is just, the water's just sitting on top. I'd give that one 8 out of 10.
Bloody.
Stell dir vor, es gibt Reibung, obwohl sich absolut nichts berührt. Das klingt, als würde es den Gesetzen der Physik widersprechen, ist auch so, aber Forscher der Universität Konstanz haben einen neuartigen Mechanismus der Gleitreibung entdeckt. Ein Bewegungswiderstand, der komplett ohne mechanischen Kontakte entsteht. Und das Experiment, das zeigt einfach, dass das 300 Jahre alte Amonton-Gesetz, die Basis der klassischen Reibungslehre, hier an seine Grenzen stößt. Was es mit dieser neuen Form der Reibung zu tun hat, wieso es einfach unser Reibungsgesetz widerlegt und warum das für unsere Technik und weitere Forschung praktisch sein kann, das erfährst du jetzt und damit willkommen bei Breaking Lab. Jakob hier und los geht's. Also erstmal
At a certain scale, probably.
Got one?
Spin.
Come back, come back.
I can't, bro. I'm in the zone. I killed one.
I threw two.
Kill two, kill two, kill two.
Down, down, down.
Shit on. Dead. Hold on, I'm about to play this slow. Hold on. No.
Shit is right. Hold on, 40 resident. You still got that, bro. You killed him?
Yeah.
No way.
It's game time, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. It's red time. It's red time, nigga.
It's game time. Let me go to work. Let me show you a real master at work. I'll be seeing you.
Killed the first one, and then them two popped up, and then that one was resing the second guy, and you knocked the one, and that was the one that had the great shield.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy. Dude. Going crazy. Appreciate that, bro. Bully. Team.
Yeah, blue bullies. Where?
Oh, they... I downed one.
To the left.
Peek. Boom. One shot. One shot. Oh, up top, up top, up top. Above me.
Come here, come here, come here. Take this down.
Don't push me, pussy. Fuck you think you are?
Time to dance. I'd like to introduce the future of this council. His name is Anakin. Anakin should be granted the rank of master.
What a child he is.
But look at that helmet.
Still no. Then, you will learn the power of the dark side.
Hell yeah, this is a perfect fishing spot. Credits will define.
No, they won't.
Credits will define.
No, they won't. Fine, credits will work.
Damn it. Have you ever brushed your teeth?
Mr. got Jar Jar Binks. Mr. your humble servant.
At one.
This is predicting. Actually, I wanted to test the spicy noodles later when they're more cold to compare the spiciness, because I have this theory that spiciness is in a way also just a chemical reaction, just like cold milk is reacting here. So there are receptors from different kind of names of things, whatever. And always when something is heated, the taste is way better, more intense, and this is even more true for heat in general, for spicy things, heat for hot things, for spicy. And if the two are the same thing, that would be good. It's still not, yeah. I don't know.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
This is an
Also,
optical.
not only candles, but almost everything in the air is bad, because it can be can get into your system, not only via breath, which is why a lot of things are very important. And I also have to things before getting into it. And this
compass I made, and it always points to where the sun is in the sky, no matter how I turn. That's because the sunlight leaves a hidden directional pattern across the sky that's completely invisible to us, but not to bees. Bees have been using this exact information for millions of years, encoding it into something called a waggle dance to tell other bees where to fly to find food. In this video, I'm going to show you why the sky becomes polarized even when the sunlight that illuminates it is not, and how bees use this information to create.
So, coconut, and especially in chocolates or in coconut meat is very nice actually, but if it's too dry and stuff, it's very bad. Also, most people are using other coconuts these days, the green ones, and it's disgusting. I don't know how anyone can drink that. So I'm very excited how the worst taste together. So I already ate stuff up, even though I wanted to compare them, but I think it was good. By the way, most noodles I bought so recently taste very similar. Actually, there is not that much of a difference. Maybe sometimes a color or reddish, but it's very similar most of the time. This is also reddish. And
create a map of the sky and give precise directions to one another, and even how modern companies are now using this same optical pattern to navigate when GPS signals are jammed. Now remember that light is a fluctuation of electric and magnetic fields. For example, if I take an electric charge and wiggle it in space, I'll get an electric and magnetic field that looks like this. The electric and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other. But let's just look at the electric field. With one wiggling charge, if you look straight down the barrel of this field, it looks like a line. So we say that this is linearly polarized light. But the light coming off the sun is not polarized. What that means is that for any given ray of light, it can have polarization. So the line could look like this, or like this, or like this. So the light from the sun is this mixture of all the linear polarizations of light. But something interesting happens if the light bounces off the air first. Air is made up of molecules with charged electrons around them. When the electromagnetic waves from the sun hit these electrons, they cause the electrons to oscillate as well. Now that the air electrons are oscillating, they become oscillating charges themselves. And oscillating charges radiate electromagnetic waves. But what do these new waves look like? Well, we can model it by looking at the oscillating waves of a dipole antenna. You can see that the waves that are emitted aren't equal in all directions. If you're right above or below the oscillating charges, then you don't see any waves. But if you're in front or behind any direction, you'll be hit by the waves. So any waves emitted from a dipole antenna or anything like a dipole antenna are linearly polarized. In 3D, the waves emitted from the dipole look like this. So when the electrons are oscillating up and down from you, it's like you're inside the donut. You can't see any light. So this means that when light from the sun that is polarized oscillating up and down hits the air, then the emitted waves from the air radiate out with the node below it. But when the light from the sun that's polarized oscillating like this going in and out of the screen, then the emitted waves of the air are now rotated 90 degrees as well, and a person below it is now right in the path. So the sky acts like a polarizer, not by blocking light, but by preferentially sending one polarization of light down to us. So that's why we see light coming from the sky even when we look away from the sun. If there were no air and you looked up at the sky, you would just see the stars even during the day. This whole process is called Rayleigh scattering. And by the way, the higher the frequency of light, the better this happens. So this happens for blue light better than red light. So that's why the sky is blue and why it's polarized. And I can check whether light is polarized using a polarizing filter. This only lets light through proportional to its polarization direction. When it's aligned with the polarized light, it lets it all through. But if it's rotated a bit, it lets only some of it through. And when it's perpendicular to it, it blocks the light completely. Now if we look at the light coming off a computer screen, we can see this easily. Screens emit linearly polarized light. So rotating the polarizer makes the screen brighter or dimmer. And sure enough, if I take this outside and look up at the blue sky, I see the same effect. The sky gets darker or lighter depending on how I rotate the polarizer. So the blue sky is indeed polarized light. But how do bees use this? Well, the polarization of the blue sky isn't uniform. It depends on your viewing angle, relative to where the sun is. The most polarized light is always at a 90-degree angle from the sun. And if you map out the whole sky, you'll find that the polarization directions form concentric circles around the sun. With a single polarizer, you can't see these lines though, you just see darker light. But bees have evolved a specialized region of their eye called the dorsal rim area, which is dedicated entirely to sensing polarized light from the sky. So I'm going to...
Yeah, so I already had ideas for that very long ago. Or not very long ago compared to a lot of other things. But it's comparing the comparing the spaces of traffic each of the stations setting like friends I mean, it's the same probably like with games, because a lot of games rely on speed, obviously. Not only racing games. mean, a lot of things taste very different when they are colder, but not always worse, obviously. So. Most things even seem to taste the best at the same temperature as we actually find things good for us anyway. So between, I don't know, somewhat of 16 to 19 degrees Celsius. I had another idea for this. Not only Bluetooth and stuff. Also, just like with the heat, seemingly the bubbles of drinks, or the gas in drinks, is making a huge difference, improving the freshness in almost everything. Also the heat. So in plain sight, I have to watch a video of Hot Ones sauces, which type of sauces there actually are and stuff. Right. This is similar to Bluetooth. Magnets. the hot ones, sauces.
Everyone boils eggs in water, but what happens when you don't? Today I'm cooking eggs on the most random liquids I can find. Some of these might be amazing, others a complete disaster. And the question is, which one of these will actually make eggs better? So here's how I'm testing.
The bomb hot sauce. This became popular on Hot Ones, and I used to watch that all the time, and every celebrity that tasted the bomb, it always tested everyone's spice limit.
Oh! Oh! Guess what got me? God!
I'm just gonna put some on this wing. Oh.
I mean, this is really a joke. The pepper and the black pepper, and even though before I knew that chilies exist, I felt like it must be a bad joke that we use this, and especially, this is not bad, obvious, but especially the black thing. It's also called pepper, but I don't know why it even exists, and it's even not beautiful. It's just pure shit, in my opinion. But like most stuff, is that actually, like Eiffel Jera, should bend out at least if it's not obvious enough. And for some people, if they just switch over, it sounds like more. This is the first thing which I mean, it's only hot sauces are actually the first thing that it was like one of the first things. Genetics was even before, maybe. It was kind of the first thing which I wanted before speaking. And a lot of food from or for babies are very good. With their fruit, so yeah, it's actually, it's not complicated, but it's very good, and that's enough. Can also make it more complicated maybe, but if it's really necessary, I also ate, I also ate it already, stuff. I try to cover it already in the video. This is exactly the video which I remembered and I was looking for. So this is probably the most important We will probably watch another video before we know that, maybe because it's sometimes also too boring, too bad, too whatever, too
Tabasco. Born in Louisiana in 1868, Tabasco claims to be the first mass-produced.
So this is probably the best video about this topic, as far as I know. But that is, yeah, so this picture alone, maybe I will take a screenshot. And even though it looks like how it is, in a way, it's all pretty much the same. Sometimes you have more water or more iron. And I don't like it if it's sour, and this is already, I feel like these are very similar, for example.
We're trying hot sauces from around the world. Things are heating up. I see. You'll be trying and rating 7 hot sauces from different countries to see.
I'm Smokin' Ed Curry. I'm a professional hot sauce maker and pepper breeder, and we're here today to try 10 sauces that will melt you. Spicy Shark, Hammergator 6-fin series. Looking at the label, a hammerhead shark on top of a gator.
So I have to make sure the levels, or maybe the stuff was way too loud. OMG.
Oh, shot my spoon across the table. Okay, here we go. 2025 Best Sauces of the Year. This is my favorite video of the entire year to make. Because I get to highlight hot sauce makers, sauces in general, that I tasted, I felt like are the best things I've had my whole year. Here they are. Before we get into these sauces, each one of these is available in my online store. There's a link below. So there's a very limited amount of them, but if any of these sauces sound interesting to you, please support the hot sauce makers who made these wonderful sauces, and by like a really high quality honey, and also it's a tad of sweetness, unfreaking believable hot sauce. Alright, it's marching down. This one is, I'm sure, I had the last case of it, so it's only available here. This is by Paul Maker. Unbelievable hot sauce maker. There is technically like 2.5 kind of sauces on this. Like level of different complexity to each one of them. These are the best sauces that I tasted in 2025. I upload a YouTube video every Sunday or Wednesday reviewing hot sauces. I probably ate over 250 bottles of sauce this year, and these are the ones that I felt were the best. They're absolutely worth your time and your money if you want some of the best hot sauces that you can possibly make. So,
they have it. There are a lot of hot sauces. And that's a good thing, obviously. It's almost more than rings, maybe, probably. So for people who are not into the game yet,
which fast food place has the best hot sauce? Let's talk about that.
the public ones are